Well, hey there. Today we're talking about which camera you should buy next. So, let's get straight into it. Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Today we're going to answer the age-old question of which camera you should buy next. So to do this, we've broken it down to a couple of different topics and tips. So let's get started with number one, which is, what do you want it for? Alright, so the first big step is, what do you actually want to use the camera for? Do you want to just take photos, just to do videos, both? Do you want it for adventure stuff? Do you want to just take little snaps of the family and you don't want to spend a lot of money? These will help break down, if you can narrow it down to what you want to do, it'll help you break down to which camera you should be buying next. Step two is budget. Now, speaking of budget, obviously cameras can range from a couple of $100s all the way up to thousands and thousands of dollars. So we've got to figure out how much you're willing to spend. Is it your first camera? Is it your second or third camera? Are you looking to get better? Are you looking to become a travel vlogger or something? Or want to start YouTube or something? That'll all change how much you'll have to spend and how much you need to be willing to spend when buying your new camera. Alright, step number three is size. Size is crucially important depending on what you're doing, because normally with size comes weight. So if you're doing something like traveling a lot, you're going to want a lighter camera just so you, with everything else you're putting in your bags and stuff. Same as if you plan on hiking, taking it with you on long trips. Having something lightweight that you don't have to carry can be good. And also it can be a curse, because if you want that heavier item, then you're just going to have to sort of suck it up and play with it. So, but as I was saying, like GoPros, small size. Compact cameras, bigger again, and then mirrorless and DSLRs are bigger than them again. So it really just depends on what you're planning on doing, which will help also narrow down what size of camera you should be buying. Number four is features. Features are hugely important when obviously picking the camera, because you're going to want to get a camera that has the stuff you want. So if you want it for video, you probably want something that can shoot 24 frames, maybe 60 frames, maybe even 120 frames if you want to get some slow-mo footage. Same as, do you want 1080p or do you really want to start shooting in 4K? 4K means larger file sizes, but also a lot crispier and nicer footage. Then things like image stabilization is huge. You can get it in body, which is called IBIS, or in lenses, which is not IBIS because IBIS stands for in body image stabilization. So things like that. And then you also got to look out for, say if you want to just use it for, say, sports photography, you want something that can shoot a high frame rate per second. So that's also going to vary what cameras you can get. If you want wildlife photography, if you're using this to print up huge posters and like billboards and stuff, you're going to want something that can shoot in real high megapixels. So a lot of different features will change what camera you want. Do you want a camera where the screen flips out the side? I would love one that does that, but the camera I'm using doesn't. It sucks, I guess, and hope that everything goes well. You can get little display monitors now if you like if you're filming yourself, you can get little monitors if your camera doesn't do that. At the same time, you can work around it. So yeah, the features of what comes on a camera will really help make you figure out what camera you need. Now we're going to run through, since we've just gone through those 4 points, some quick tips of what you should look at also when going to select a camera. So number one is read the reviews. You don't want to think you found the perfect camera, then read the reviews and figured out it struggles in every single area and the camera company has pretty much lied to you. It would be very rare if it has, but sometimes some cameras are just lemons. They're just no good, just nothing worked out as it should have. And it just happens. It happens with cars, happens with computers, happens with everything. Number two, the second tip I would give is go in and try the cameras. Most camera stores now, you can go in there and they'll actually let you try, let you get a feel in your hands of what the camera feels like. Is it comfortable? Does it do everything you want? Has it got that flip screen? So go in and try and have a little play with the camera just so you know if it's for you. That way you can also feel the weight. Because a lot of them say they're about 600-700 grams, which doesn't feel like a lot. 600 grams is normally what like a drink bottle is once it's full. So obviously, yeah, get in there and have an actual play. See if you like it. See if you like the feel of it. You'll probably get really excited if you're really into buying the camera. like I would, and no matter what, I'd say, yeah, it's alright, and I'd learn to adjust and live with it. But yeah, so just get in there, make sure it's comfy in your hands, feels good, does everything you want. Have a look through the viewfinder, make sure, yeah, that just feels good in your hands. You'll know instantly if it's not for you. If there's a few buttons and stuff you don't like, or if something digging into your hand, you'll know straight away then from picking it up and using it. And my final tip would be, go online and see what is coming out soon, because it may be worth waiting that week or waiting 2 months just to see what is coming. For example, with me, every time I buy a GoPro, the new one is released almost instantly. Bought a 3, the next week they announced a 4, and when I bought a 5, 2 weeks later they announced a 6. So that's something I've got to work on, but you never know, something may be coming. Oh, I can't believe how stupid I sound right now, to try and tell you to do something that I haven't done. Anyway, I'm working on it. So make sure you have a look and see what's coming, because there might be something coming that's cheaper and better that you hadn't considered. Like, you might be wanting to buy a Nikon camera, and then, I don't know, there's a Sony that's the exact same coming out, but it's $100 cheaper. Same with, there just might be a better version of the one you were thinking of buying coming out just because it's a newer model and stuff. So make sure you get online, have a Google and see what's out there, just in case there's something better coming that's right around the corner. Alright guys, that's it from me today. Short and sweet. Hopefully this sort of puts you on the right track into what you need to look at when you want to buy a new camera. Hopefully I've helped out a little. If so, please maybe leave a like and a comment of maybe what camera you're looking at getting next. For me, I actually have no idea. I just want new cameras all the time. I want all of them. They all get me excited. So, that's it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on Friday.